Hi everyone, welcome back to my chemistry series. Today we are exploring one of the most iconic tools in science, the periodic table. This chart organizes all known elements in a way that reveals patterns, trends, and relationships. Whether you're studying chemistry or just curious about the elements around us, the periodic table is crucial. Let's jump in and see what makes it so powerful. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to explore is what is a periodic table? The periodic table is a chart that organizes all elements by increasing atomic number or the protons in an atom's nucleus. It was created by Dmitri Mendeleev in 1869 when he noticed certain properties repeated periodically when atoms were arranged by atomic weight. Today, it's arranged by atomic number, which better reflects each element's properties. This organization groups elements into categories based on shared characteristics. For example, metals are normally found on the left, nonmetals on the right, and a staircase of metalloids in the center. Each position on the table tells us a lot about an element, like its reactivity or whether it's likely to lose or gain an electron. Knowing how the table is organized is a key for understanding chemistry at a deeper level. Let's break down the structure. The rows are called periods and they represent increasing energy levels of electrons. Moving across a period from left to right, elements gradually change from metals, which lose electrons easily, to nonmetals, which tend to gain electrons. For example, in period 2, lithium is a reactive metal, while oxygen, at the other hand, is a reactive nonmetal. The columns are called groups or families. Elements that are in the same group have similar properties because they share the same number of valence electrons. For instance, group 1 contains alkali metals like sodium and potassium, which each have one valence electron and are highly reactive. Group 18 contains noble gases like argon and neon, which have a full outer shell of electrons and are very stable. Now let's talk about the types of elements. Metals are found on the left side and they make up a majority of the table. They are shiny, conductive, and malleable, meaning that they can be shaped without breaking. Metals generally lose electrons in a reaction, which makes them good for forming positive ions. Now, the non-metals on the right side have very different properties. They're often dull, brittle, and poor conductors. Non-metals tend to gain electrons to form negative ions in reactions. For example, oxygen is a non-metal that gains 2 electrons to form O2-. Now guys, between these two groups, we have metalloids, or transitional metals like silicon, arsenic. These have properties of both metals and non-metals. These elements are useful in electronics because they conduct electricity under certain conditions but not others. Now guys, one of the most powerful aspects of the periodic table is the trends it reveals. Let's go over 3 major trends that will help you in your exams. The first is atomic radius. This is the distance from the nucleus to the outermost electron. As you move across a period from left to right, the atomic radius decreases because the positive charge in the nucleus pulls electrons closer. But as you move down a group, the atomic radius increases because a new energy level is added with each new period. Next guys, we're going to be talking about ionization energy. This is the energy required to remove an electron from an atom. It generally increases across a period as atoms hold on to their electrons more tightly and decreases down the group as electrons are more further from the nucleus and easier to pull apart. Lastly guys, we're going to be talking about electronegativity. This measures how strongly an atom attracts electrons in a bond. It increases across a period as nonmetals want to gain electrons to complete their outer shell and decreases down the group. These trends help us predict reactivity and how elements will bond with others. Now guys, it's time for a quick quiz to test your understanding on the topic. I'll ask a few questions, so feel free to pause the video and think before moving on. First question is, what do we call the columns on a periodic table? The second question is, why does atomic radius decrease across a period? And the third question is, which type of element is likely to lose an electron in a reaction, a metal or a non-metal? Okay guys, that's a wrap on our introduction to the periodic table. Today we covered how elements are arranged by atomic number, the importance of rows and groups, types of elements, and key trends. Understanding these concepts will help you a lot in chemistry tests and labs because they form the basis of how elements react and combine. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments and I'll try to answer them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more chemistry content. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.